people really cared about you. And we were big groups, and everyone were talking about their own experiences and even some juicy details that they should not talk about.
Always need juicy details.
Yeah.
Hi everyone, welcome to our video, and today we'll be talking about queer community with my friend Oscar. Yay! So Oscar, tell us, when did you come to Hong Kong?
That was back in 2019.
Oh, okay. And where were you living before then?
I was living in Beijing.
Oh, and then how long were you living in Beijing?
7 years.
Nice.
It's a long time.
Yeah, that is a long time.
Yeah.
So you learned to speak Mandarin after you arrived in Beijing, or
Yeah.
before? Okay.
After I arrived.
Okay, that's pretty awesome. So what brought you to Beijing?
Work, because I had a friend who was working there,
Okay.
and they needed to hire more people, and he thought that I was the right person for the job. So
Okay.
he introduced me to the company.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So then what brought you to Hong Kong?
I kind of got tired of Beijing after 7 years.
Yeah.
I kind of learned all the small places you could go to. I'd been everywhere. So I decided to try to move to another city and try something new.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell us about your theme in relation to queer communities today.
So my theme is genuine friendships.
Oh.
Because that's something really important.
That's so cute.
I think it's really important. Yeah.
Cool. So did your experience of genuine friendships change recently or in the last few years?
It changed after joining our queer community, because previously I think I didn't really value friendships as much. I do was just meeting random people here and there. I was never really feeling attached to someone, except for my ex-boyfriends, but I was playing around a lot. I really never felt that I settled down and found like a group of friends that I could really be myself with. So that really changed.
Okay.
And I felt very safe in our community.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So how was it in Beijing? Like, what was different? What was the key differences that stopped you from forming?
People
genuine?
seemed very playful in Beijing.
Okay.
People really never settled down. They just felt that playing around like that was something they did for a short time before they would get married anyway.
Okay.
And they would
okay.
only get married, with the opposite gender.
Okay.
So they always felt playful. They were always playing around.
Okay.
They never felt serious about talking about their feelings or coming out or anything like that. That was never on the agenda.
Okay. So what was it about our group that you felt enabled genuine friendships?
Well, because everyone always listened to you. People were very friendly, very nice. Yeah. People really cared about you. And we were big groups, and everyone were talking about their own experiences and even some juicy details that they should not talk about.
Always need juicy details.
Yeah, always some juicy details.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
So do you feel like there's a difference between, because I guess most of us, when we begin to experience queer community, we go to the club or we go to a few nights. How is it different meeting up during the day? Oh my gosh.
It was a more laid back, a more chill, a more relaxed experience. We were just hanging out in the sofa. Sometimes we were sharing meals together, doing some fun activities, not like just nightlife or just playing, also just discussing serious things that I never did before. Not in that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you feel the events made space for that, or how did the events make space
Yeah,
for
the
that?
events and the group, holding together, it's almost like a big family.
Oh.
Yeah. It's almost like family. You get really close together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So how do you feel like it's changed your feeling about yourself as a queer person? Has it changed your sense of well-being, or has it changed your identity in any way?
Yeah, I feel safer. I feel that I live my life in a more healthy way, the way I should live my life, like actually getting real friends and not just playing around.
Oh, playing around is fun too.
That's fun for a while, and then you realize that you actually don't have so many real friends, not so many people that actually care about you.
Oh, that's wonderful. Oh. Can you think of one thing that you feel has changed about yourself since joining queer community?
I just feel like a better person, and I feel that I listen more to people. I feel I listen more to people, and people
okay.
listen to me, and there is
Okay.
like really a mutual interaction,
Okay.
and it's more natural in a way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any questions for Oscar? Oh. Oh.
I have a question.
Yes.
Mhm.
Jason.
Hello. Hello.
So you mentioned you used to stay in Beijing, and you were there for 7 years.
Mm.
So and now how many years have you been in Hong Kong now? Again, 3.
3.5 years in Hong Kong now.
So being queer in Hong Kong and being queer in China, what do you think is the biggest difference between these two places? Like, do you think Hong Kong people are more accepting, less accepting? What's your view on that?
I think people just show a lot more here. People are just more open on the facts. They show different clothes, and they maybe even some people dare to hold hands in the streets. You see it now and then. Beijing, it's not something you dare to do. It's something you avoid.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So do you feel like Hong Kong's a fairly safe place for queer people?
Yes, I would definitely say that. And I would feel more comfortable here
Okay.
in general, overall. Yeah.
Oh, that's
There are always
awesome.
exceptions to
Yeah.
everything, though. Always exceptions, yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
beautiful. Okay.
And yeah, I used to be a very introverted person before I moved abroad.
Wait, you don't seem like an introvert at all.
I am very-
For the record, Oscar is always busy.
I'm
if you
always
know what
out.
I mean. So wait, do you feel like your personality has changed?
It has. I've become more extroverted. I'm more
okay.
socializing with
Yeah.
others. When I was living in Sweden, I'm from Sweden.
Yeah, in Sweden.
Yeah, I used to be very introverted because I grew up in the countryside, and there was not so many people out there, obviously, and no public transport or anything, and I didn't have a driver's license, and I was young, that was my inner child, just to
Okay.
relate to the previous talk
Yeah.
with Joms. And then when I came abroad, I started socializing, and I started enjoying that a lot.
Okay.
And when I came to Hong Kong, I finally felt really safe within our community.
Yeah.
It's a really safe space, and people are always so nice.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh. So do you feel like you've become a more confident person then?
Yeah.
From being in queer community?
Yeah, I would say
Okay.
so.
So to sum up, why is queer community important to you?
I think queer communities enable genuine friendships with inclusion and diversity and just fun activities for everyone to make you feel like you're living a good life naturally with real friends, and you don't feel lonely, and people care about you.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
wonderful. Thank you, Oscar. Thank you, Oscar. Okay, is that a wrap? We're done. Okay, great. Thank you, Oscar. Okay, we doing good time? Okay. Yeah. So do you want to turn me off?